Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Nozeem or Nozy by the title of my channel, and I'm so excited to finally actually do this. It's been a long time coming. I hope you guys are just as excited as I am about this awesome journey, and how we kickstart this awesome journey is with an eyebrow tutorial. I'm going to show you how to get fleeky, slay worthy eyebrows. So let's get the ball rolling. So the first thing that you're going to need for the eyebrow tutorial is an eyebrow pencil, and I use the Essence Eyebrow Designer in the color brown. That's what it looks like. It comes with a little brush, so you can use that to kind of brush up the hairs before you start. Right. Then we're going to take our pencil and draw our first line at the bottom where the brow starts to kind of the bottom part of the curve of the actual brow. Be very light-handed when doing this because you don't want your brows to be like too dark. Next, we're going to do the same thing at the top. However, we're not going to draw our line from the beginning. We're going to draw it at least 0.5 millimeter away from where the brow hairs actually start to grow. So around about there, and we draw a line. And try to follow the natural curve of the eyebrow that you get. And then with that line, you then draw the tail end of the brow. Like so. Then you're going to join that bottom line of the brow from where we ended and join that to the tail end of the brow. And create a tail. I do fill in the tail end because it does kind of create like a box, and I have very sparse brows, so to fill in those gaps I just use my brow pencil. So this is where we are at this point. The second step of the eyebrows that we will be using is an eyebrow powder. I use the Essence Eyebrow Duo Brow Stylist something. This is what it looks like. All of these products can be found at Dischem or Clicks on the Essence kind of display thing. So then I use the little brush that actually comes with the powder. So you just dust a little bit of that product up to that brush. Like that. And then you start from the curve or the tail end of the brow and you work your way forward so that you create that ombre effect. So it goes from dark to light or from light to dark. And you just pat that product in. And when you get to the front, you kind of brush that product in an upward motion because the brow hairs in the front do kind of grow in a vertical direction. So now brow basically looks like that. The second last part of the eyebrow styling is using concealer. You should essentially use a lighter shade of concealer at the bottom of the brow and one that is closer to your skin tone at the top. That is what I do. However, I know some people use the light concealer at the top, bottom, and at the top, so it doesn't matter. I, however, just prefer to have it the way that I'm going to do it because I don't like that pasted on eyebrow look where it's like this bright yellow outline on a brow that's brown. It just, I don't know, I just don't like how it looks. So the concealer that I'm going to be using is the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Fawn. Now, this concealer isn't that light. For like when I'm going for a more of like a dramatic eyeshadow look, I do use the color Pure Beige, which is a very light concealer color. But today I'm just using Fawn. And then the brush that I'm using to put the concealer on is this Kaler Brow Liner number 404. And this is what it looks like. So you basically just tap that product onto the brush so that you're not wasting product just globbing it on with the actual brush that the concealer comes with. Just saves a lot of product. So then you line the bottom from where the brow actually starts, and you can even go over so as to clean up the brow. And then you bring that product down from that line that you created with the concealer, just so it's not a harsh line, and it kind of blends into that eyelid. Then you can use a brush that looks like this to kind of buff out that concealer, or you can just use your finger. I do feel that sometimes it is better to use your finger because of the warmth in the fingertips, and that kind of allows the product to really seep into the skin, and it looks way more, you know, together with the skin. So you can use either or. I kind of like use my finger, just dab that in so that you don't have just like this harsh line. So this is what we got at this point. Then for the top part, I'm using the Essence Cover Stick in the color Caramel Matte. This is what it looks like. I use a lot of Essence product. Better give me some money. And then you do the same thing using that same brush. It doesn't really matter. You just dab that onto the brush like that. Also, saving a lot of product. So even with this one, you start in the front and go throughout the outline of the brow. And then you kind of bring that concealer out a little bit. And then kind of just use your finger to kind of blend that out so beautifully. And that's what we've got so far. So you can, as you can see, your brow is nice and clean, and the shape is now finally there. And now we're moving on to the last part of the brow, which is basically making sure that your brow stays there the whole day. It doesn't move. It doesn't matter if you're hugging people or if there's a bit of water like rain. If some of you like some champagne showers, you know. Then you can use this Essence Lash and Brow Gel Mascara. I use the clear one from Essence. There is a dark brown and a light brown one that you can get as well, but I just prefer to use the clear one. And it comes with like this spoolie type thing, and you just basically brush that gel into the brow hairs, and you brush that up. And there, you're done. I will now be moving on to the next brow. Well guys, this marks the end of the eyebrow tutorial. I hope you were able to take down some notes and learn how to get your brows fleeky. I know that term is like totally 2015 or something, but like I'm gonna use it or whatever, okay? But I hope you guys liked the video, and if you did, please hit that like button, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Tell your friend to subscribe, tell your grandma to subscribe, okay? Tell your pet to subscribe. Come on, that's not really possible, but you know what I'm saying. Until next time guys, ciao.